It's always something when I'm setting up the camera. Oh my. You know what? Is this straight? Is the camera straight? I don't know. I honestly hope this camera isn't crooked, but it is what it is at this point. Okay, I think I finally got the camera looking a little okay. It took me a good 45 minutes to set this camera up, so that was crazy. But anyway. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all so much for clicking on this video. I forgot to tell y'all my name, but it's Naja. Welcome to my channel. I just want to say before we even get into this video, thank y'all so freaking much for getting my last video to 10K views. I can't believe it. Like, I was not expecting that, and I'm just so thankful for everyone who watched, liked, and subscribed and commented. Like, I'm so happy y'all enjoyed the video. As a small YouTuber, that means so much to me, and I'm happy that you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, if you have any questions, comment down below. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this video. Before I even start, if you didn't watch my last video, I highly recommend watching that video before you watch this video, because this video is going to kind of be like a part 2 to that video. Last video, I basically just kind of like talked y'all through the process that I took to get my hair to grow. And in this video, I want to actually like visually show y'all step by step my hair care routine for growth and length retention. So if you want to get your hair from this to this, I would say keep watching. Okay, so as y'all know, my hair care routine for growth and length retention includes about 5 steps, and this is step number 1 of 5. So this step is really important because this is where you are putting your hair in a protective style of your choice. So for me, as you guys can see, my protective style of choice is cornrows. But a lot of you commented down below my last video if you could also do mini twists or mini braids. And I am 100% sure those hairstyles will also be fine. I've had them in the past. For me, I just prefer cornrows because they are quick and easy to do, and because I can easily track my hair growth when I have cornrows. Because you know, after you have cornrows for a while, you can clearly see that new growth. I am starting off on freshly washed, freshly detangled, and freshly moisturized hair. When you put your hair into these braids, you want to make sure that your hair is clean. You want to make sure that it's moisturized, and you want to make sure that it's detangled so you can easily put them into braids. As y'all can see, I'm not doing my own braids simply because I really am not a good cornrower, and I like for my braids to look neat. Even though they're going to be going under a wig, I still just like for them to look neat. It's just like a thing that I have. Another thing I want to mention is that as you guys can see, I do not start my braids like right at the front of my hairline, and it's a couple reasons for that. Number one, you want to leave some space so you can like take your edges out when you put your wig on and like lay your edges down and all that. Number two, because you don't want to put too much stress on your hairline. Some people in my last video commented that they were concerned that you know, if they did this all the time, it would put too much stress on their hairline. That's true, which is why I start my braids far back like this. I put about an inch of space between my hairline and the start of the braid. Okay y'all, so that is it for step 1, just putting your hair into a protective style. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. The next step in the process is moisturizing your hair while it's in the protective style. So we are going to get right into that. Okay y'all, so the next step in this process is moisturizing your braids or whatever protective style that you choose to get. And I'm just going to start off with this Mielle Organics leave-in, this argan oil, and this rosemary oil for my scalp. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just wet my hair. Usually I like to just wet my hair in the shower, but for the sake of the video, I'm just wetting it from the sink and just putting water on there. And I'm going to just do that until my hair is completely wet. It doesn't have to necessarily be soaking wet, but it does need to be pretty wet. Because for me, I feel like my hair absorbs the other products when my hair is already wet. Okay, y'all, now that my hair is wet, I'm going to be going in with this leave-in conditioner. As y'all can see, I started off spraying it, but it was getting in my eyes, so I just decided to just spray it in my hand first and then put it onto my hair. And I just first start off on the ends, making sure that my ends are completely soaked in the leave-in conditioner. And then after I apply it to my ends, I move on to the rest of my hair, the top of my hair, and I just rub it all over there, making sure that it gets all soaked in. From front to back. And now I'm just making sure that each braid is soaked in the water and in the leave-in, just so I know that each braid has enough. And it didn't have enough product on it, so I just went back in and sprayed some more of the product on there just so my hair was soaked with it. And then I also went in and sprayed the ends because the ends weren't really that wet, so I wanted to get a little bit more of the product on there. And as y'all can see, my ends are now like soaking wet, so I have enough water on there and enough product. And now I'm going to move on to putting some oil on my hair. Okay, y'all, so as y'all can see, I'm now putting oil on my hair. And right now I'm using argan oil. I typically like to use jojoba oil because that's known for being one of the best sealing oils. I ran out and I had argan oil. And argan oil is actually known to be a moisturizing oil and a sealing oil. So that's what I'm using today. Although normally I would use jojoba oil. This argan oil seemed to work fine. So I'm just putting that all over my head, on the ends, and now on my, like the top of my braids and my edges. Okay, y'all, now I'm applying this rosemary oil to my scalp. I'm trying out this new one from Mio Organics. I thought about making my own, but I really didn't feel like it, so I just got this one. I heard a lot of good reviews about it, so I'm trying it out. And as y'all can see, I'm just applying it between every part on my head. And I'm also applying it on the back, near like the nape of my neck, because I had a little bit of breakage back there, so I just wanted to put that oil back there. And yeah. So because these braids are still pretty new, I don't really have that much room to like lift the braids up and apply the oil underneath the braids. But once my hair grows out a little bit, I'll literally be able to like lift my braids up and like put the oil underneath. But for now, I'm just applying the oil to my parts and to my edges, and that seems to work pretty good. I don't really struggle with a dry scalp at all, so this usually works pretty fine for me. But if you have an issue with a dry scalp, you might want to try mini braids or another style that makes your scalp easier to access, so you can oil it a little bit better. Okay, y'all, so in this clip I'm just going to be styling my wig, and I'm using this oil-free shine mist that I got from the hair store, this curling wand that I got from Target. If I can find it, I'll link it below, and then also 2 combs, 1 wide tooth and 1 rat tail. So yeah, this is just one of the styles that I like to do on my headband wigs. I find that it's really fun experimenting with new hairstyles when you have a wig, because you don't actually have to worry about damaging your real hair. And I'm not a professional stylist by any means, so it's really fun for me to be able to like experiment and try new hairstyles. And if it comes out bad, it doesn't even matter because it's not my real hair. So yeah, I just wanted to include a clip of me styling my wig because that is a part of this process. And I'm not going to make it too long, but this is just one of the styles that I do on my headband wig. And I also wanted to let you guys know that this headband wig actually, the natural texture is about like 3C4A. So you can either wear it in its natural texture, and I'll make sure that I include a picture so you guys can actually see how it looks in its natural state. or you can just straighten it or curl it like I'm doing today. And that is one of the great benefits of having a headband wig, or honestly just any wig in general. You can just, you know, do whatever you want with it and not really have to worry about any damage because it's not your real hair. So yeah, in this next clip I'll just show you guys the finished product. Okay y'all, so as y'all can see, I finished curling the hair, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm not the best hairstylist, but this wig is pretty easy to work with. So I just tried my best curling the hair, and I forgot to include the clip where I combed out the curls just so they are a little bit more fluffy. But I'm going to show y'all the full wig like on my head, actually, like at the end of this video, so you guys will see it. But yeah, that's it for this part of the video, and now we can move on to the next step. First of all, ignore these 2 planets on my head, y'all. It's really annoying me, but I have to film this video, so yeah. But yeah, so I'm about to just show y'all how I wash my hair when it's in cornrows. It's a pretty simple process. I learned it on YouTube, actually. It's this YouTuber, her name is Angie B. She's a natural hair YouTuber, and she's actually the person who like told me how to like wash my hair when it was in cornrows, because I really didn't know how to do it until I watched her video. So I'm gonna link her video below because it was a really good video, and I gotta give credit when it's due, because I literally didn't know that I could wash my hair while I was in cornrows until I saw her video, and that's a big part of this process that I'm doing with my hair. So yeah, shout out to her. I'm using this conditioner. Never tried it before, but when I do a co-wash, I don't really like to use some super expensive conditioner like my Shea Moisture conditioner or anything like that, because I don't know, it just doesn't feel right using a more expensive conditioner to wash my hair. So I'm just going to use this. Then after this, I'm going to wash it out, and then I'm going to go in with a deep conditioner. And that usually leaves my cornrows feeling pretty good. So let me just run that clip right now to show y'all. We might have to change locations because this sink is not looking big enough for my head, so I'll let y'all know. Okay y'all, excuse the bad lighting. I had to move to the kitchen because the sink in the bathroom just wasn't cutting it. But yeah, I'm using a front camera, so the quality might be a little bit bad, but it's really hard to film yourself when you don't have, like, you can't see yourself. So yeah, so basically right now I have on this headband wig, and I'm gonna just take it off so I can start the process. So yeah, wig is off. Okay, so as y'all can see, I have my braids, and yeah, they're all shriveled up because they were wet and all that. But I'm about to wash them now, and I'm going to show y'all. Okay, y'all, so the next step in this process is washing your hair while it is in the protective style. So this is a really important part because this part is what allows you to keep your hair in the protective style for so long. Normally when I get protective style, I have to take my hair out and wash it after a certain amount of time. But because I'm able to wash my hair in these cornrows, I'm able to leave them in for longer than I would usually be able to. And that is part of the reason why my hair has grown and why I was able to retain so much length, because I wasn't constantly taking my hair out and putting new styles in it and repeating. You know, I'm just leaving it in this style, and when it needs to be washed, I wash it while it is in the protective style. So as you guys can see, for this particular day, believe it or not, I only had these braids in for about 2 weeks and they already grew so much. But for this particular day, I was doing a co-wash. I prefer to do co-washes when I have my hair in cornrows for a couple of reasons. So first, co-washing is just much gentler on your hair. You can also use a sulfate-free shampoo if you would like. For me, I didn't have too much buildup on my hair, so I didn't really feel a need to go in with a shampoo. If I feel like my hair is at a point where there is a lot of buildup, I'll definitely will go in with a shampoo. But for this particular day, I didn't have that much buildup in my hair, so I just did a co-wash. And as y'all can see, I'm just making sure that I get in between all the parts, and I'm making sure that I get my scalp by lifting up the braids and massaging my fingers underneath the braids, just so I know that my scalp is getting clean. So I washed my hair, or co-washed my hair a couple of times, and now I'm just rinsing all of the conditioner out. And the next step is going to be for me to go in with the deep conditioner And as y'all know, I really like this one by the brand Aussie. It's really good, and I find that it's able to penetrate through the cornrows, which is great. Okay, y'all, so the deep conditioner is in my hair. Y'all can't really see it in the clip, but I promise y'all it's in there. I'm actually going to add a little bit more in this clip, but I like to focus the deep conditioner a lot on my ends. I mean, I put it all over my hair, but I like to focus it on the ends just because they are the oldest part of your hair and they need the most care. So that's what I'm doing in this part of the video. And then I am going to go get a cap to put on just to trap some of that heat, and I leave it on for about 5 minutes. Then I just take the cap off, and I'm going to just rinse out all that deep conditioner from my hair. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory, so I just sped the video up. I also forgot to mention that I like to wash my hair while it's in cornrows about every 2 weeks, or when I see or notice product buildup. Because I use such lightweight products when I'm moisturizing my hair, I don't really ever notice too much product buildup. The only time I really notice it is around my hairline, where I use edge control. And then when I actually want to do a full wash day, I will take out my cornrows and I will fully wash my hair, like with a shampoo. I'll use a hair mask. I might do a protein treatment. So if you guys want a full wash day video, let me know. But this is just how I wash my hair and my cornrows. Alright, y'all, so my hair is washed, looking crazy, but it's all good, and it just feels really soft and like it just feels good. So yeah, y'all can see the back, and like I said, these braids look so messy, but that's really part of the process. You really got to leave them in as long as you can to see that growth. I feel like the longer I leave them in, the more growth I get. So yeah. Now we are going to move on to the next process of the routine, which is going to be moisturizing my hair. So without further ado, let's get into that part of the video. Alright, y'all, so step 5 is to just leave your hair alone. Let it be. Try to use as little manipulation as possible, and that is why I like the headband wig so much, because I am able to have my hair done every day without actually having to touch my real hair. I feel like this process of just like wearing wigs and leaving my hair alone is the only thing that has ever made my hair grow. As y'all know from my last video, I've tried many protective styles, but for some reason this is the only thing that has worked, so I highly recommend. Okay guys, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for staying tuned. I want to just show you guys some more results pictures. I showed a few in my last video, but I'll just include some more right here. And a couple of y'all were asking me like how many inches my hair grew, and to be honest, I have no idea, because when I started this process with my hair, you know, with the cornrows and the headband wigs, it wasn't my thought that I didn't think that like my hair was going to grow because of it. I literally just did it because I needed a new hairstyle for online school. And then when I took my hair out of the braids and I straightened it and I saw how much it had grown, I just kept doing the process like over and over again. So yeah, I'm not sure how many inches, but as y'all can see from the photos, it definitely did grow a significant amount. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the results. Let me know if y'all have any questions about that. I wanted to just do like a quick recap of the steps in this video, just to like sum everything up. And step number 1 is choosing your protective style. For me, it's cornrows. I love cornrows because they are super easy to put in, super easy to take out, and it's super easy to see the new growth when you have cornrows. Step 2 is making sure that you moisturize your hair while it is in your protective style. I personally like using a spray-on leave-in conditioner, but use whatever works for you. And this is extremely important because your hair is going to be in this style for a long time, so you want to make sure that it doesn't get dry. Step number 3 is choosing a way to style or preserve your hair while it is in the protective style. So for me, because I get cornrows, it's not really something you can wear after you moisturize them, because they're going to get really, really frizzy from all the water and product that you're putting on your hair. So I like to use a headband wig, which I have one right now, and this helps me just preserve my hair and not have to touch it, and just I'm able to leave the braids in for a long time, and it doesn't matter what they look like because they are under the wig. So That's step number 3. Another option is also using a head wrap or a head scarf that you could also use to cover the cornrows once they start to get frizzy. And also, one of my subscribers told me that there are actually a lot of affordable headband wigs on Amazon, so I'm definitely going to look into that because I definitely do need another headband wig. So stay tuned, maybe I'll do a video about that. And step 4 is making sure that you are washing your hair while they're in the cornrows. For me, I tend to do a co-wash, unless I feel like I have a lot of buildup, then I'll do, you know, a regular wash. But so between co-washes and regular washes, just make sure that you're keeping your hair cleansed so there isn't too much buildup on your hair. And then step number 5, technically this isn't really a step, but it's basically just leaving your hair alone. Do not constantly take the braids out and redo them. Do not keep messing with your hair. At most, like, you can do your edges. That's all I do. At most, you can do your edges, but other than that, like, leave your hair alone. Leave it under the wig if you can. Leave it under the head wrap, whatever you have. Leave it in a protective style. Make sure that you are leaving your hair alone so it has time to grow without being constantly manipulated, because I honestly think that is the main thing that has helped my hair grow. So yeah, y'all, that is the end of the video. Thank y'all so much for all the support y'all have been giving me. I'm so grateful for it all. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions, and let me know what other videos you guys want to see from me. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love y'all. Have a great day, and bye.